I just feel anybody that steps in the ring is out to get me. I'm out to get them. They're standing in my way of becoming the 2007 national champion. Who wants it more? Who's hungrier and who's more prepared? And when the bell rings and I'm inside the ring, that's kind of the only time I feel like I'm free. The only time I really feel that nobody could hurt me, which is ironic. Everybody's like, why would you get in the ring? You could get hurt, you could get punched, like something's gonna happen. I'm like, man, it's physical pain. It goes away. You know, like I've had other things that have hurt me much worse that you can't see scars. I got a phone call and I was sitting in the living room, dropped my phone, and I just walked outside.
It was October of 2005 that Thomas Gennaro learned that his father, Thomas Michael Gennaro, had died at the age of 53. Then, less than 2 weeks later, Thomas received another call with news that a lifelong friend had committed suicide.
I just became overwhelmed and I was just like, I'm done. I just can't handle this pressure. And that was almost the worst thing I almost did. And the good thing I had everybody here and my coaches to support me, back me up. And boxing was the only thing I feel like saved my life at that time.
Gennaro attacked the sport with fierce dedication to one purpose, and if ever his perseverance wavered, he'd find all the motivation he'd need in a small token of his father's hopes.
My dad never really gave me anything. He was really poor, man. He had nothing. He didn't work a job. He broke his back so many times. He couldn't do anything. When I lost the Nationals my freshman year, he sent me a package with a gold chain and a pair of gold boxing gloves. Wore them every day, and with the gloves, he left a note saying, he's like, you will be a champion soon. He's like, keep your chin up. You will win the gold next year. He goes, actually, P.S., keep your chin down in the ring. To know that he was hungry and at times he didn't even have food to eat, to go out and spend the little money he had to buy me a necklace, that was the first time I was in like tears I could remember. I just knew how much that meant.
Gennaro entered the 2006 Collegiate Nationals as a long shot for the title. After a pair of close decisions, he earned a spot on the championship bout. Standing in his way, UNLV's Jeff Watkins, the nation's dominant fighter in the 147-pound weight class, who had soundly defeated Gennaro just 2 weeks earlier.
On my hand wraps that night, I wrote Poppy on my right hand, and I wrote Dad on my left hand. Rest in peace.
The Nevada Wolfpack's pride, the one, the only, Thomas Gennaro!
I just remember I was going to have a war that night. As soon as the first bell sounds, Jeff came right after me. With his head down, I thought he was going to try and tackle me, and I kind of tortoed him and sidestepped him, and just boom, that kind of just set the pace right there.
Jeff Watkins nearly being thrown out of the ring by Thomas Gennaro. I'll tell you, it's a rivalry.
We just kind of trading punches back and forth, power punch for power punch.
Even first round.
They know what they need to do to beat each other. Now it's about execution.
The second round, started to pick it up a little bit.
Crowd chanting Wolfpack in support of Thomas Gennaro.
Third round, I go to the corner. Coach goes, there's no tomorrow. You might be behind on this fight. It's time to win. He goes, take this fight. You're going to be the national champion. Get up, do the job. Bell rings. I remember I just came out. I was on a mission. I was just the man possessed.
Gennaro again, the aggressor, end story.
I just went for broke. Just neglected his power, just went right after him. Just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
But it's Gennaro of Nevada in blue that's peppering Watkins.
Just saw that he was getting tired, his arms were coming down, and I just stayed tight and just kept throwing punches and just went right after him.
He has not stopped punching for 2 minutes, and that's what wins championships.
I feel like I did enough to get the fight. I wasn't too sure. I felt it was a really close fight.
Gennaro chasing Watkins at the bell. Fans are on their feet. They love this one.
By the time they brought me to the middle of the ring, and by the time they made the decision, it felt like an eternity.
National Collegiate Boxing Champion with 147-pound division goes to the blue corner.
I don't even remember them announcing my name. I just heard blue corner, and I just, boom, threw both my hands up, dropped to my knees. I said, Dad, that was for you. That was for you, Dad. Kind of pointed up to the sky. It was like, I did it. I did it. Shortly after, the necklace broke, and I tried to get it replaced, and the hook broke again, and it just wouldn't stay on my neck. I was like, why won't this thing stay on? It was like right after I won nationals, and I was like, maybe it's time to hang up these gloves. That year, that era with my father, I did it for him this year. Let me hang them up. Now it's time to live my life. Now it's time to make a name for myself. I felt like that was more of an opening chapter for me rather than a defining moment. I put my mind to it, I can achieve it.